Hey everybody, this is Josh with Lead Start Piano. Today we're going to be talking about when can you move on to that next piece of music that you want to learn. So the big question really to this, to get to the answer, is your plans for that future piece. If you're going to be playing it again in the future, if it's some kind of Christmas music that you probably will be playing again, you'll be playing that every year, right? Because people, when they learn that you play piano, they're going to want to hear you play Christmas music when that time comes. Or if it's some universal song like Happy Birthday, or if it's just a song you really like and you want to keep playing it in the future, it's one of your favorite songs, let's say, you want to really hone in on that piece. And really, in a situation like that, you're never actually done with the song because you need to go back and revisit it over and over and over again until you have it completely memorized. And even then, at that point, you can still forget it. So if you learn one of your favorite songs and then you play it every day for a year, but then you don't touch it again for 3 years, you're probably going to forget pieces to that song. And then you're going to have to go back and relearn it, which is why it's super important that you always go back and revisit songs that you plan on playing well into the future, even after you learn it. Now, if it's a song like some kind of method book that you're working out of, like this is the Alfred's method book, or if it's something like the Faber series, Faber and Faber, where the song's not really for long term. You're really just trying to get the process down of learning the song, and you're just trying to play it a couple times, maybe for your teacher. Then you can move on after that. That's a different situation that you can move on pretty quickly. I would say once you have the notes down and you have the actual rhythm of the piece down, even if your dynamics aren't super perfect, those little small details, I would still say it's okay to move on to the next piece because those aren't going to be performance pieces, right? You're not going to be playing that for somebody at some concert or based on some kind of request. People don't really want to hear, you know, Chattanooga Choo Choo, like the last song in this method book, because people don't know it, they don't really care. So that's more for you. That's just for your development, for your learning by itself. It's not really to play for other people. With songs like that, it's okay if you get 90% of it and then you move on to that next piece. So it really depends on your use for that song in the future, how much you enjoy playing it, and if you'll ever need to play it again in the future. So there's a lot of variables on when you're done with the piece. But ultimately, if you have a teacher, you're working with a good teacher, this is another advantage of having that teacher is they can help you decide when is it time to move on versus when you should take another week or two and hone down on those fine details. So if you don't have a teacher already, definitely get one because it's another thing that they can help you with. But hopefully that answers your question. My name is Josh with Lead Start Piano.